Hey, good morning and welcome to day 22 of our 31 baby steps with me, Flylady Premium Mentor Emma. I hope you enjoyed your weekend and you were able to keep up with your routines and get some stuff done, because although the weekend is slightly different and I do relax a little bit over the weekend, and I always kind of think, oh, I'm outnumbered. There are lots of us. So although I do my basic routines, I don't worry so much if the house isn't quite as picked up as normal. And then on a Monday morning, I set my timer for 15 minutes and just pick up anything that's kind of been left behind from the weekend, because we can sometimes have as many as 10 or 12 people over on a Sunday afternoon. So it becomes, although I would like pick up after the dinner and everything, it just becomes a bit of a thankless task. So I learned to let the perfectionism go there. Okay, day 22. We are talking about procrastination today. And for anybody who knows me at all, if you are part of the Flylady Premium thing groups and you do the live games, you'll often hear me talk about how I procrastinate things. I am the queen of procrastination, and I really wish I wasn't. I think mainly procrastination is caused by perfectionism. At least that's what Flylady says, and it's very true for me. If I put something off, it's because I think I've got to do it perfectly, or because I think it's going to take forever and I don't want to do it. So it's a thing that I kind of, for me, I battle every day with. There are things that I'll put off because they're not very nice jobs. So maybe having to make a phone call to deal with an insurance claim, or to make an appointment for something, or to sort something out. They're just a pain. You get put on hold. I'm sorry, the dog's playing behind me. You get put on hold, you get all of that stuff. It's just a pain. It's just one of those jobs that just like, ugh. So we put those off. Things like, you've heard me talk about my curtains. If you go back onto one of the videos, I told you the story about the curtains that I put rehanging, the curtains that I put off for weeks because I thought it was going to take me an hour, and in reality it took me 7 minutes. So it's sometimes not understanding how long a job takes, and sometimes it's feeling like we've got to do it perfectly. So maybe dealing with a cabinet in the kitchen, we think we've got to pull it all out and do it perfectly. And we talked about that, and decluttering and not pulling out more than you can do in an hour. And well, now I haven't got somewhere to put that because that's going to live somewhere else. We kind of get ourselves so far ahead of ourselves that we end up not doing what we need to do. So that's why Flylady works so well. You break it down into small manageable bites, and you just focus on that one bite. You just say, well, I will just deal with this for 15 minutes. And then you do the same the next day and the next day, and eventually it gets done. Because what the procrastination does is it freezes you in place and you don't achieve anything. So, and it's really easy to. The thing that I find that I am procrastinating most over at the moment, a degree in psychology and counselling. And I'm doing it from home. It's a home study degree. For those of you who are in the UK, it's with the Open University. I'm not sure if that's a thing anywhere else, but there we go. And I, for some reason, thought it was sensible to sign up for 3 modules. So it was one sort of full module and 2 half modules. And I thought the 2 half modules would be the same as 1 full module. Well, how wrong was I? Yeah, 2 half modules are basically the same as 2 full modules. There's a lot of reading. They're just worth less credits for some reason. I haven't quite worked out why. But there we go. So I procrastinate it because it's hard, and then I have to spend a week catching up with all the reading on each of the courses, and then I have to write the essays, and that's where I am at the moment. And what I found I do is I whine about it. I'll spend a day whining about how I don't want to do it, and then it's like reality sets in and I will sort of get on with it, and it still takes me a little while. And I was supposed to be getting on with it every day for about the last 5 days. I was supposed to start writing this essay, and actually it's not going to happen today because I have a busy day. I'm taking someone to the hospital and that kind of thing, and I knew this week was like that, but I put it off anyway at my own detriment. And I don't really know why I do that, but take it from me, it's dumb. it catches you up. So my week this week will be busier because I made that mistake. And I knew I was making it, which is really dumb. So one thing that I would really hate for you to think is that all of us kind of mentors and people like that we've got it perfect, that it's all right and good and we're awesome and nothing ever goes wrong and we fly perfectly. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. There's all kinds of things. I've got a big pile of cardboard at the moment that I gathered up over the weekend that I have to take to the local recycling centre. I mean, partly is because I had a new bin, which I'm very excited about. I'll do a little video about it when it's got some stuff in it, because it's very cool. You can compact it. I'm very excited about that. So, but I've got like that came in 2 huge boxes and things like that, and that's so I've just got little bits like that I've got to do. But also I'm out of the house today helping someone. Tomorrow I really need to write this thing tomorrow. Wednesday I'm at a funeral. Friday I'm out of town all day. I've got mentoring in between. So our lives get busy. And we have to plan around that busy, but we all get that wrong sometimes. So don't sit here and ever look at me or any of us mentors or Flylady and think, wow, got it together. They're perfect. We're really not. We use Flylady to the best of our abilities and make it work. And sometimes we slip. So for me, procrastination is probably my biggest struggle. We have a great tool on a Wednesday. We call Wednesday Anti-Procrastination Day. And so you can save up some of those things like the phone calls and things like that and do those on a Wednesday and make that like the routine day for doing it. If you've been putting off doing your control journal, if you've kind of thought, yeah, I'll do that, set your timer for 15 minutes today and spend some time working on your control journal, because it will pull everything together. There is a link in the description to Flylady's 11 rules for putting a control journal together, and I will do a video for that separately to this about how to really pull your control journal together and the things that it should have. It doesn't have to be this never-ending kind of book this thick of things. It just needs to have the important stuff in it. Okay, that's me done for today. I am going to go off out and do the things that I need to get done and start thinking about my essay in my head, at least, which I've been doing for the last few days. I will be back tomorrow with day 23. Hopefully today you can take the first step against procrastinating and do one thing that you haven't that you've been putting off, that you haven't done. Have a fabulous day. I'll be back tomorrow.